What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Mattaku Detective, this time, or Detectives, this time with episode 5. Fun episode last week, bit of a murder mystery, which was pretty easily figured out if you paid attention. Not, obviously I didn't, I didn't figure it out. But yeah, it was a fun episode. I love that kind of style, so looking forward to see what we got here. Let me know what you guys think about this one though in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. You know what? Yeah, rice. Salt is a powerful. Spices in general are a powerful thing, aren't they? Amazing how much a plate can change with like just a bit of salt or pepper or something. Of course he does. I mean, he's your stereotypical detective. Of course he's got a bar he has to be hard boiled at. As the classic, isn't it? Always like washed up detective drinking at their favourite bar all the time. Surprised I haven't seen it already. But my heart rate's pretty decent, all things considered. Considering I used to smoke every day, quite a lot. I did expect I only measured it a few months ago because my dad had some issues, so I thought I'd check mine out as well. And I think it was like literally about as average as you can get, which is pretty good for me considering the smoking. But also, I've never been someone that's really good at like long-term endurance, and that also means that my beat pumps per second and such hasn't ever really been very good. But yeah, average is good for me in that regard. That looks exactly how I expected. Pathologically stylish. Yeah, this is exactly what I expect to see. Some guy sitting in a trench coat by the bar by himself drinking. Or hard boiled. Why is there Japanese subtitles? I guess it's just how, maybe it's like the silent period of movies they're referencing here or something. The black and white as well, of course. Can't ask for that. Yogurt? The fuck? Who the hell asked for yogurt at a bar? Never heard that uttered in my life. That's like there's 3 sets of subtitles saying the same thing to keep up with. I mean, I say they're saying the same thing. They're not. Like, what's the deal with this? Why don't you two try become comedians? Why don't you quit being a detective and start a comedy duo with the puppy? I'm more inclined to believe the bottom translation. just purely off my very little knowledge of Japanese. But why they even bother putting the subtitles at the top if they're more accurate at the bottom? So there aren't three sets of subtitles saying the same thing. There's three sets of subtitles, two of which are quite accurate, and one of which is kind of accurate. Forgive me if I can't keep up with it all right now. So yeah, I'm just going to focus on the bottom subs. I mean, it's not exactly the earth. It's a bit of wood, I assume, but smooth way of dealing with it. To be fair, do you know what? It kind of is the world of adults pretending to be civilized and fancy. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good showing for her to see the kind of fakeness of how adulthood can be. No idea what that is. Somewhere in Japan, I assume. Sorry, but her dress is horrible. It's an alright pattern, but it kind of looks like curtains. Oh, that's kind of cute. At least it's nothing obscene. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh. Are you really in any place to be denying jobs? Ah, okay, that's nice. Well, this is a bit of a tit for tat, isn't it? This one I can get down with, not getting paid for. Corn. I bet she done it on the fucking way in. I think she was the last in here. Ah, it wasn't the alcohol. Yeah, it wasn't the alcohol kind. It does have a horrible smell to it. I'm not sure it smells like alcohol, but it does definitely. It is definitely smelly, isn't it? That was awful. I guess that might have been a giveaway as well. That was to bring him here more often. This guy looks like, I think it's Hitotz, I think it is, from the Hunter exam arc in Hunter x Hunter. It looks almost like exactly like him. Satotes, that's the one. Incredible. I remember that name. Considering I'm terrible at remembering names. Magnanimous. No, I mean it kind of is. As I said, it is kind of accurate. How cringe it can be. Sometimes the adults more pretend than the bloody kids. Ontoba. Oh, that was quite the transition. Oh damn. A lot of money. Oh yeah, that much money up front. Anyone fucking interested in this, won't it? A midsummer thriller. Ah dear. So I'd done this once with my friends when we used to when again I used to smoke. We used to smoke a lot of weed, do drugs and all sorts and such. And I know these houses being built near where we live. And we went into them. They're all built and everything there, like their rooms. They weren't fully finished or anything. So we went in there one night and we went in all the rooms to smoke. We didn't like mess up or anything. Got smoking in there is like bad by itself anyway, but we didn't like go in there like destroy anything. Yeah, we just went in there to smoke, and I accidentally shut the door on us, and it locked, and yeah, luckily I got us out of there. We were going to jump out of the window. It was only 2 stories, I think. I think it's 2 stories. I'm not really good at measuring things in stories. It was the second floor. Um, but the ground floor is it again? I'm really not good at that. Ground floor, first floor. I don't know. It was up the stairs. So yeah, we were gonna jump out the window, and that seemed horrifying. But I managed to fiddle with the lock enough to get us out of there. But that was quite horrifying. Because who knows what would have happened if people, if the builders and such found us in there in the morning, just fucking passed out from the night before. Is that or I have a bad memory of when I jumped off from the school roof running away because we were smoking up on the roof. And the teachers caught us and we ran away. Everyone got away. I was last to jump off, and I had to jump off really quickly because I was last, and I landed on my ankle and just went. And yeah, that fucked my ankle up for months. And I had to run on it as soon as I landed on it, so I don't think that helped either. So yeah, I wasn't too quick to jump out the fucking window. Is that an actual quote by him? I mean, thing about prejudices and such, isn't it? I said this before, but you think of Japanese people, you think they're nice, and for the most part they are. But inevitably, there's some horrible Japanese people as well, isn't there? So you never fully trust your prejudices, but pattern recognition such is there for a reason. It's a natural human thing. You know what? Literally just had like a Saw reference in Witch Watch this week, so this seems slightly similar. I want to play a game. I love Tobin Bell. He's an absolute legend. Okay. Not the worst thing ever. I'm looking forward to it though. Some embarrassing photos. So that's fine. And you know I got to get involved in this. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Maths question. I'm pretty good at maths, so I should be able to figure this out, I hope. Okay, so we've got A, B, and C. I wonder if the beer, like, does anything they're doing hold any consequence? I'm gonna assume not. But yeah, you got to get involved in this. So what is it? Here we have three people who we call A, B, C. Okay, we got to look out for tricks as well, because there might be some trickiness in the question. Our ages multiplied together equal 30. So what? So what? It would be like 5 times 2 times 3 would equal 30. So yeah, why are we putting out that they're holding boot? Oh, okay, so they're over 18. So A is over 18. Okay, that makes it interesting. But that makes it impossible, surely, right? Unless we're doing decimals. I assume we're not going to be doing decimals. Um, and I'm assuming the legal age of drinking um, in Japan is 18. I think that's the case. I'm not sure. I know in America it's 21. I think in the UK it's 18. So yeah, 18 times 2 obviously goes over. So it's got to be like 18 times half of a year, 0.5. That would be 9, and then that doesn't add up. So it's got to have decimals. Um, wow, it's actually quite confusing. It looks very simple, doesn't it? Maybe that's a teenager having a beer that they shouldn't be allowed to have. Again, you could do all sorts of mental gymnastics around this, I think, can't you? So yeah, my answer is going to be 18 times what? Go 0.1. If that's possible for a person to be 0.1 years, how many? How would that be? That'd be like a month and a little bit, I assume. But they look like adult people, so let's not take the appearance and just purely base it on the facts of these are humans. We don't know how old they are, but one of them can drink, and we have the equation here. Yeah, 8. There could be 19 or 20. Maybe for easiness, it might be best to do like 20, so that they're 20 years old times 0.1 is 2, and then 2 times 15. So we've got someone that's 20, a month and a bit, and 20 years old is my answer. I'm going to try not to spend this amount of time on the rest of the questions, don't worry guys. It's definitely not going to be that. It's the answer to this though. That is, I think I'm being way too logical. What? The one that doesn't understand. Well, can we not converse? 10. 1? Really? How is that? That can't be. It can't. That's impossible. Right? Maybe there is a world where 1 works. In a way I've done it, it feels impossible, but I guess that could work. What, 20 times 1 equals 20, and then times what, 1.5? I guess 1 could work. Yeah. It doesn't look like a 1-year-old. Okay, I mean, I guess it's not impossible. Yeah, 20 times 1 times 1.5. Okay, that works as well then, I guess. It could be so many. Like, there is no definitive answer to this though, right? Like, how is it just 1? It could be a multitude of answers. It could have been 0.1, like I said. So that question was bullshit. Maybe you just had to get some kind of right answer, but there could be infinite possible answers if you go into decimals. That maybe not infinite, but like a very large amount of answers to that question if you're allowed in the decimals. So yeah. And you have to go into the decimals. I don't know. Again, I'm thinking about this way too logically, and I've messed up the timer. Apologies, guys. Let me know what your guys' answers to that question was before you got the answer. Although you can't ever really trust anyone in the comment section to actually tell the truth. These look fine. That was cute. Oh wow, very different. Who gave us all this money to come here just to do this, by the way? Smart. You think so? Seems awfully obvious. Just go right here. I don't think this is too bad of a place to poo, is it? No toilet paper, but better than waiting 12 kilometers, I think. Famicom. Ah, old school console right there. And they're censoring it. Oh, this isn't a Famicom as in the games console. This is some kind of, oh, Jesus. Yeah, some kind of thing. What do they call these things again? He's got walkie-talkies. Oh, we got some. We got some. What's it called? Mashiro and the agent from the States. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the Famicom is. I think it is an old school console, and I think It's been a long time, but I only know it because of the Angry Video Game Nerd. It's been a long fucking time, but I think it did kind of look like a telephone, and it had like a circular kind of control thing. Kind of looked like a telephone remote slash old school telephone a little bit, if I remember correctly. Kind of want to look it up now. It's been a long time since I saw a Famicom. I never played it myself. I think the earliest console I played was like an SNES, but obviously I was only born towards the late 90s, so I wasn't like the age of where it came out. I just got that as I think my auntie got it for me when I was really young. Probably got it on the cheap or something. I don't know. What was it? Famicom. Is it the? No, it's not. It's not the. It's not the. What console was I thinking of? With the. Yeah, I don't know. Must have been thinking of something else. The Commodore maybe is. Commodore 64. No, that is literally just a fucking computer. I don't know. What console was I thinking of? But yeah, look how old school this is. These remotes, man. 2 buttons and 4 directions. Old school right here. And I think they are similar. That looks like a similar controller to what the SNES controller is, I believe. 1720. But yeah, I think the only games I ever played on that was Mario. That's the only game I had. It must have. To be honest with you, the more I like think back, the more I think it was probably like some kind of knockoff Nintendo system, because the only game I ever played on it was Mario. And like it didn't have like a disc or a cartridge to put in it. It was just like you boot up and Mario comes on. So I think it was some kind of dodgy thing, to be honest. Oh, sounds good. Some kind of creature from Silent Hill. It's true. Our humans not fresh. So she should be giving you some awesome gadgets, right? A queen of Shinjuku. It is pretty cool. Does that need to be fucking censored? I feel like 007 is not copyright. I think maybe if you said James Bond, yeah. But is the number 007 fucking copyrighted? I doubt it. If it is, then that's quite incredible. You can get away with copyrighting a sequence of numbers like that. EP. Seems quite illegal. Seems cruel and illegal. Like, you can burst someone's eardrums for this shit. That looks like a fucking, looks like a joint rolled up and smoked. My liver and what the fuck? What are these guys doing? Yeah, we've got some cockroaches here, haven't we? Bloody hell. They're doing a fucking good job of hiding. Oh, the four Avengers of the unemployed man right here, bloody hell. What is that on that guy's stomach? It looks very phallic, doesn't it? Okay. So, another fun episode. Again, maybe you spent a bit too much time on that math equation. Apologies about that. There's the bar. I did like that second. That was fun, wasn't it? Classic kind of hard-boiled detective interaction right there. Good lesson as well. And again, it's really intriguing how they do the preview of the show, isn't it? Really intriguing. I don't know if I'd say it's like the best thing I've ever seen, but it sure is different, which is good. Next time. Host girls' night out. Assistant switch. Battle to the death at 100 degrees Celsius. Celsius? Is that for real? There she is in the switch up. So she's going to be taking his position, I assume, that is the head kind of detectives. Head detective, should I say. Another question is, it says 2024 there. I guess that's maybe when they started kind of making this series. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said, another good episode today. Really like the first couple of segments, especially. The kind of hard-boiled bar was really cool. A lot of stereotypes there, of course, and then this this whole situation with the photos. I would have liked to see maybe more embarrassing photos, to be honest with you. I feel like the photos they showed weren't actually really that embarrassing at all. And I maybe would like to see some other characters. I think that would have been quite fun. But I like the situation they kind of set up there. Decent kind of last part here, introducing this new character. But yeah, much preferred the first two parts in my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode though down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 6.